Alright, so this is my day. So, really wasn't that bad of a day. I was really conservative. You could tell I was conservative. I could have made a little bit more money, but it is what it is. I wasn't aggressive at all. I was very, very conservative. I stayed at my computer and barely traded. I mean, I traded, but very small gains, and I took a couple losses that I am down today, but only because of the stupid mistake I made yesterday buying fucking 1,700 shares of AKER, and I bought that right here and I sold it like down here. So it sucked. It wasn't even a whole cent, but I still lost $30 from that. So I'm not doing that ever. I don't know why I did that. I know why I did that. I did that because they were having their earnings. And I was like, oh, it'll go up, blah, blah, blah. Well, then comes to find out, didn't even read it. They had a freaking lawsuit on them or something like that. So, really fucked me. It is what it is, I guess. So, that's the reason why I'm in the hole, basically. I made another bad trade. I can cut my losses. I could have cut my losses shorter on that one, but at the same time, if I didn't cut my losses, I would have made actually money, like a good amount of money. But it is what it is, and I did all right today. If I had, and I did a very, very, very small size, only 100 shares on everything. No matter what, 100 shares, and making $16 from 100 shares. That's pretty decent. I mean, you can't really be mad about that. So I could have probably made over $50 today, and even without my size, even if I just used 100, because I saw a lot of bounces, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get in. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then it would shoot up. I'll show you a couple examples. I forgot who there was. I think it was BDR. Was it BDR? There was one that I could have made a really, and I tried to get in. I forgot who it was. I tried to get in. I saw it was a double bottom, and I was like, oh shit. And I tried to get in at 142 or something like that, and because it was on a pretty good run. What fucking was it? Anyway, it was on a good run. Saw it a pullback, another run, another pullback, and it was perfect double bottom for a student. I tried to get in at 142. As soon as I tried to get at 142, it went up to 143, and by then when I tried to cancel my order, it fucking ran up to like a pretty good amount of money. Kind of sucked, but it is what it is. So anyway, so I'll take you to the AKER. That's straight out of the gate, fucked up, dumb. I could have probably waited to get my money back, but I wasn't interested in just seeing it go down here. So I kind of just like said, fuck it. Negative 30 on that one. So that really brought me down. That really would suck. So after that, kind of made me nervous. Anyway, I didn't want to lose more money today. Like, I lost $411 yesterday. I'm not in the mood to lose more, so I lost $30. And I was like, yeah. And I wasn't trying to get myself out of a hole. It wasn't like, oh, I lost $30. I kind of was like that was yesterday's fucking mistake. Today, I just had to deal with it. It wasn't like I was like, oh no, like, So even though I can't sit here and say, oh, I was up, I would have been up $11 today if I didn't do that. So now I'm down $10. It is what it is because of it, but it's only $10 loss today. Could have been worse. I would have been up again, and if I didn't lose the loss I'm about to show you. Actually, I'm going to show you what happened on BLN, I think, is the first one I jumped in, right? I wish these things would tell me what time. I don't really remember the first one I jumped in. But BLIN, the first time I bought was at 333. Yeah, 333 was the first one I bought in, so it did have a huge run. I was watching it. I saw it go up. I didn't get into any of this. I wish I did. Actually, or did I get in right here at 333? So yeah, I think I got in right here. It jumped up. I got out very early. I got out at oh, that was my loss. 333. I had my first thing was a loss. Yeah. So BLIN, I jumped in at 333 and I sold it. So I think what happened was I actually bought it right here and it jumped down. No, because that wouldn't make sense. 333 up here. Yeah, I jumped in right here. And as you see, it went down, 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 down. I sold at 212. Literally the lowest it could go. Like almost. It did go to 304, so but and you see what happens. I mean, it jumped up to 375, so that sucks, dick. Didn't even notice that till right now, really, to be honest. Bought the pullback, should have just let it ride. Anyway, I cut my losses for $21 gain, or not gain, but loss. So then it jumped up, and while I was letting this do its thing for a little bit, I looked over at GBR and it had a huge gain today. It had a huge, Jesus, like, why can't I look at these in the mornings, you know? Like, I did not see this. I did not see this till now. Like, I saw it go up like that. Anyway, so GBR, my first one on GBR was 401, and like I said, I'm using really small share size, so it went up, whatever. I bought this pullback at 401 right here, and it jumped up as soon as I bought that pullback. Jumped up pretty good. I sold it at 418, so pretty decent. I mean, I basically sold it at the highest it could go. I mean, it went up to 425, but I sold it at 418 because it was kind of, yeah. So I bought it right here, jumped up. I sold it like basically right here because I saw it falling down. So that was a pretty good trade. I mean, you can't get mad. That's a pretty freaking decent trade. Jumped up to 25. Like, that's pretty decent. So I'm pretty happy about that one. That one was a $17. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that one was $17. Then I bought it at $3.91, and I sold it at $4. So I didn't. I bought it right here. No, actually, I bought it right here. I bought it at this pullback, and I saw it jumping up, and I sold it at right here. Jumped up a little bit more, but I saw it kind of consolidating, so I was like, I don't want to mess with it. As you see, it jumped up for the rest of the day, and then it kind of just went out, so I kind of just left it alone. So that was pretty good trades. I mean, they weren't the best, but I saw pullbacks, and I did good on them. This trade was a pretty good trade if you think about it. I mean, I bought it pretty low, and I sold it pretty high, so pretty good move on that one. I got it pretty good. If I had more shares, I would have been happy. I mean, I had 100 shares. 100 shares is 100 shares, so, and I made a little bit of money on it, so that's cool. So then I jump back to BLIN. Well, the thing about BLIN is you see it pull back, go up, pull back, go up, pull back, go up, pull back, go up all day today. Well, I started taking advantage of it, kind of. At BLIN, I bought after that loss of $21. I was like, no more of this shit. So it made me kind of nervous. Well, I saw it and I bought in it at 317. How did I? Where? Oh, no, was it around here? Oh, okay. So I guess, yeah, I got in it right here, and from there it just shot up. Bam! I mean, it shot up good. I think I saw this, and I got into it, and I sold it right here at 331. Pretty decent chunk, and then it dropped down pretty good, so it's a good thing. And then I think I bought it again right there, 304. No, okay. So then after it jumped down, oh, yeah, and then it saw this thing jump down. Well, I took advantage of it, and I bought it going back up at 304 right here, and I sold it at 305. I think it was kind of playing around with me, and I got nervous, so I sold it off. But as you see today, I mean, this thing jumped down, went up, jumped down, went back up. Saw this one. I was going to get back into this one, but I didn't. Then it jumped down again. I was going to get back into this one, didn't. Jump down. I was like, okay, get it destined. No. Jump down. I mean, it did it so many times today, and I just kept getting nervous over and over again. I was like, I'm going to do it. But then I figured, like, this is what's going to happen. It's going to keep doing this, and then as soon as I jump in it, it's going to do this. This is exactly what I thought in my head. Like, it's going to jump down. I'm going to get into it thinking it's going to jump up, and it's just going to jump down again. So I kind of kept thinking in the back of my head. And so it jumped down, jumped up, jumped down. I could have done this all day. I could have made freaking $500 today off of 100 freaking shares if I was smart. Not really 500, but a good amount. So then, let's see, Dakar, not a bad trade. Kind of got, I think I just not a good trade actually. I think I got into it and I got out too little early. I bought in at 148. So I'm pretty sure I got into it like right. Actually, I think I got it later in the day. Yeah, 148, and it jumped up, bam, 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 and it kind of was going like, as you can see, it was not very good volume. It was just kind of going like this. So, of course, I got out as soon as I saw the chance, and it went up. I sold it at 149, and good thing, got $97 off of it. You know, whatever. So it is what it is on that one. You know. So basically, all in all today, I realize I'm not a good trader. I know this, I'm not a good trader, but I know what it takes. Like, I know what I need to do. I know that I need to be able to buy pullbacks. I need to find a better way for me. You know, I need to have my discipline and everything. It's just that when I don't imply these, I just kind of do whatever I want. But I'm realizing, like, now, like, it's not, if you don't make money, it's better than losing money. So just wait for them to come to you. Don't rush anything. I mean, I was so nervous today, but I kept focused in my discipline. I wasn't just like, okay, whatever, you know, I've already lost $100. I might as well just keep going for this, try to get it back. Like, okay, I lost $20. It put me in a bad mood, but I was like, no, don't let this bother you. Get back in it if you see a good trade, and I did, and I saw a lot of good trades. Like these ones, I wanted to get into it. I just got nervous, but I mean, at least I didn't lose money. But I mean, yeah, I could have made a lot of money off them. Pullback after pullback. This was my chance to get some money today, but I didn't want to take advantage of it, and then it fucking fucked me, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of people today that kept, it's gonna bounce again, and then jumped hard. You see, bam, okay, bam. So I just kind of let that be a little bit. I just kept an eye on it, and I'm researching at the same time. I'm not just sitting here like if I don't get in, I'm just not paying attention. Like I'm sitting here reading the level 2s and how everything works, and if it has a pullback, will it go up and stuff like that. I forgot who it was though. It might have been BDR. It might have been BDR, but I think it was. So I saw it getting pulled back, and yeah, it was like right here, and I was like, oh, it's about to go up, and soon as I tried to buy it, it was too late. But I think it was not this one because I remember it going pretty high up there. But yeah, I was like, oh, and I saw the level 2, I saw the volume come in, and I saw the level 2 buyers coming out of nowhere, and I was like, fuck, I went to buy it, was too late, and this thing went up a good amount of money. So, you know, so my plan is to keep doing what I'm doing now, small size, very small size, and control my losses even more. And I was there by the trigger. I would actually put in after I get in, I don't put a stop loss in, I watch it, and I put a number in it that I'm guaranteed to get out at, right? Like, if it's 140, I'm gonna get out at 140 or 137, right? And I have my enter button just ready to go. I've noticed with, like, sometimes I'll put in 135, and then, you know, if anybody has 135, like on the level 2, there'll be 135, but like 3, you know, guys down, 3 bids down, and it would still get me out, and it didn't even touch 35. Like I saw that today happen a couple times, and I would have been out. So now I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna put stop losses in it. Not that I don't 100% trust them, but it's not like I need stop losses in, because when I get into the stock, the trade, I'm only in that trade. I'm not worried about another trade. I'm not, okay, putting this trade, putting this trade, putting this trade. And I feel like if you have stop losses on, that's when you need stop losses. Like really bad. The stop losses need to be there no matter what. But if you're manually putting them in there and you're only watching that trade once you're in, I feel like it's okay for me to do that if it has slippage and all sorts of things. So yeah, that's my new rule for right now, is just slowly build my account. Use 100 at the probably most, and then like, yeah, maybe I only make $5 here, $5 there, $5 there, but it's not just about the money right now. It's about getting better. Like, of course I want that $1,000, $10,000 freaking gains every day. Of course everybody does, but it's just a lot better if I get, okay, this bounce, look, oh yeah, that bounce, okay, I made $5 on this, even though it went up 20 cents, I only made $10, but imagine if I had 400 shares. I just need to get better at that, so that's what I'm focusing on. But that is it. that's what happened today. I made 6 trades in all, not including AKAR. And yeah, so I'll be here again tomorrow, and I will hopefully have gains and maybe actually be up on the day 100%. Anyway, that's it. Alright.